Now, here at home, Health Minister Dr. Zweli Mkhize is remaining mum about his involvement or not in the Digital Vibe scandal. Last week, his lawyers advised him not to appear before the Parliamentary Health Portfolio Committee. Now, it's been reported that he will face the committee, after all, on Friday. Calls are mounting for Dr. Mkhize to resign following this scandal. It's alleged he benefited from the tender awarded to his close associates. Well, to discuss what should be Mkhize's best decision or course of action, I'm joined now by Analyst Oscar van Heerden. Oscar, good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday View here on eNCA. What should Dr. Mkhize do?
Look, I think it's a very difficult process, and it's a very difficult matter that he finds himself in. And at the one hand, I think there's many people that are perhaps rightfully arguing that because of the mounting prima facie evidence that is there in the public, the minister should do the right thing and step aside until such time that investigations have been concluded. And then, of course, there's the counter-argument by some that says, well, if we are going to have people resign and or step aside every time there's allegations that have not been tested, we might find ourselves in a predicament in terms of governance. So it's a very difficult thing. As you know, the president has taken the route that says, I note the allegations and the prima facie evidence, but I would rather base my decision on a more informed investigation, which is what the SIU is doing.
Can the president afford that kind of approach at this stage with so much at stake?
Well, as I say, the president is wanting to make sure that he takes an informed decision, because we've seen before in the media, on the front pages of newspapers, very credible, so-called credible evidence about a rogue unit in SARS, in the revenue services. People were fired, people's lives were destroyed, and after a lengthy court process, only to find that it was absolutely unsubstantiated and not true. So we do have to consider that part of the coin as well.
Okay, but the other side of the coin, if that's the argument you're making, would be don't shy away, as Dr. Mkhize, from going to Parliament and talking to them and saying, I'm cooperating with the investigation, I'm here. That would be the better option rather than hiding under this questionable sub judice case when the matter is not even in court yet.
Well, as you know, all matters of Parliament is open for public scrutiny, and so I think the lawyers are wanting to play it safe. I think it was the wrong decision not to go to Parliament, but the lawyers are saying parliamentarians and the Portfolio Committee can ask you anything, and it might actually implicate you legally, so best that you stay away. I think it was the wrong decision.
Yes, because I agree with you there, because you could have gone and said to Parliament, it's under investigation, I can't really give you more here, but I'm here, I can talk about my readiness and willingness to be part of it. So where we are currently now, we are also hearing reports that he may appear before the Party's Integrity Commission this week, which is also interesting because, yes, he's deployed as a cadre of the party to government, but shouldn't the sub judice thing also apply to the Integrity Commission if it applies to Parliament, which is a very important arm of state compared to a Party Integrity Commission?
Well, as you know, none of these processes and things that are happening are devoid of the factional battles within the ruling party. You know, for example, that the step-aside rule has been a contentious issue, and Ace Magashule has argued that even those that have allegations must also step aside, even though the resolution of the ANC conference says that those that are facing allegations and haven't yet been formally charged should present themselves to the Integrity Commission. And I think that this is one of those situations where they are trying to manage that fallout, and hence the minister is presenting himself to the Integrity Commission. I would assume on the sub judice matter, there's perhaps an indication that the minister is saying he trusts the Integrity Commission and the fact that they can keep his information secret, unlike a multi-party structure like the Portfolio Committee of Parliament.
Yes, and of course the matters of Integrity Commission are never broadcast live here on eNCA or any other media house. Very briefly, Oscar, before I let you go, it's a bit of a conundrum of sorts, I guess, that the President finds himself, and doing the right thing might be misinterpreted, but it might send a stronger message for his anti-corruption ticket since Nasrec, to say that, you know what, I know you say you didn't do anything wrong, but just wait a little bit. Let's send the right message. And who best but a man like Dr. Mkhize, you Kabazela yourself, who's doing so well overall in managing the pandemic, to lead by example? Or is that asking for too much?
Not at all. I don't think it's asking too much. I think it is perhaps unfair of the minister to place this matter before the president. What he himself should have done, knowing that he is possibly not implicated in any wrongdoing, is to offer his resignation and say, Mr. President, let me step aside, let me make matters easy, and indeed, if I am found to be innocent of these charges, I'm sure you will do the right thing and bring me back in. Yeah. But unfortunately, the minister didn't do that.
Thank you very much, Oscar van Heerden, for your insights as usual. Very welcome here on eNCA on the Midday View.